going to show you how to build a gaming PC with an MSI motherboard. This is the MSI GD65 gaming motherboard. So for our first step, let's install the CPU. Lift the latch beside the socket and then open up the top load plate. Then very carefully insert the CPU into the socket and close the top plate. Finally, remove the socket cover and you're done. Now let's install memory. Push down on the tabs on either side of the memory slots. Take the memory and press on the outside of the stick to install. Make sure the tabs of the memory slots interlock with the memory stick. And the memory is complete. Now we need a gaming PC case. Pop the I/O shield into place. Push the I/O shield into the case until it snaps under the retaining tab. Take the motherboard and place it into the chassis, and make sure all I/O ports line up with the I/O shield. There are 9 mounting holes on an ATX motherboard. Use screws to lock all holes with a screwdriver. You should find these screws in the PC chassis accessories. Please do not lock screws too tightly, as the motherboard might break. Now we will install a power supply. Hold the power supply. Careful, it's heavy. Put it into the power supply slot of your chassis, and then push it to the back panel of the PC chassis. Lock the 4 screws, and we did it! Now to connect power cables, there's an 8-pin for CPU and 24-pin power connector on the motherboard. Let's install the all-in-one liquid cooling system. Connect the fan connector of the liquid cooling to the CPU fan header on the motherboard. Put the water block with thermal grease on the CPU. Then lock all screws around the CPU socket. Please make sure all of these screws have been properly fastened to provide the best thermal performance. Put the radiator with cooling fan on the back side of your PC chassis, the side with the tube at the top side of the system. Mount the radiator to the PC chassis with 4 screws. We finished the CPU cooling system. Let's install the SSD now. Lock the SSD in a tool-free chassis. Connect the SATA cable and push it into the drive bay. Then plug in the power cable and we can go to the next step. Let's install the graphics card. Press the graphics card straight and firmly into the first 16-time PCI Express slot. Please verify if the card is firmly into the slot. Your computer won't start up if the card isn't fully in place. After checking all the wire connections, close the side panel. We've just built a gaming PC! Of course, we need some gaming weapons such as a keyboard, mouse, and headset. Now we can install the operating system and then just game.